Everything today started with a phone call. On the other end was a desperate plea, reporting a thriving cornfield ready for harvest had been devastated overnight. That call was an order. We had to mobilize immediately and take this fight to a whole new level, literally. So buckle up and get ready to witness today's high-stakes aerial battle. After finalizing the plan, the team split into multiple attack squads. Each squad consisted of a seasoned pilot, a spotter, and a sharpshooter. Without a second to waste, they all took off simultaneously, heading straight for the pinpointed coordinates. Before dawn had even broken, we were already combing the dry land bordering the cornfield. Then our eyes caught it, a lone stray running for its life across the open ground below. The helicopter dove instantly. I pulled a sharp bank low to the ground, setting up the perfect shot for my buddy Jack. In a split second, the target was locked in the crosshairs, and two sharp click-click sounds rang out, pinning the enemy to the earth. This wasn't just the marksmanship of a seasoned shooter, it was flawless teamwork. Second by second, between pilot and gunner. Perfect start to a promising day of hunting. The shots just now sent the rest of the herd into a panic, scattering in all directions. We immediately gave chase. Taking a clean shot at a fast-moving wild boar demands sharp calculation and nerves of steel, because the prey always knows how to use every obstacle as cover. As the pack charged into the shade of the trees, I reacted lightning fast, squeezing off rounds one after another. One by one, the wild beasts fell. Not a single one escaped. You see, we're not out here to take lives. We're here to restore the safety that belongs to the homes and fields of this land. After a brief rest to regain our strength, a signal came in. There was a troublemaker in the cornfield. John from our hunting team was on the scene immediately. They didn't strike right away. Instead, they turned the helicopter into a hunter itself, using it to flush the beast out from the thick corn rows, forcing it into the open. That was the moment John had been waiting for. A cold burst of gunfire roared, pinning the prey firmly to the ground. One person's strength has its limits, but when we stand together, nothing can stop us. The barrel hadn't even cooled when the helicopter's rotor wash stirred another dark shadow out of the tall brush. Panic, desperate for escape. From the cockpit, John needed only a quick flick of the barrel, and the gun roared to life. A cold burst of bullets ended that desperate bid for freedom. He's determined to use every skill, every ounce of experience he's gained to protect this piece of homeland. We kept tracking the prey's footprints near the field. In its panic, it kicked up clouds of dust, weaving skillfully through the hail of bullets, but I never wavered. My eyes stayed locked on its path. The final shot found its mark, taking down the stubborn beast. Every gunshot echoed like a firm declaration. Peace here is untouchable. Just when we thought the mission was over, as dusk settled in, our vigilance never wavered on the way back. The wild boar appeared below, a final challenge thrown our way. Without hesitation, the helicopter roared, diving like a predator closing in, cornering the target. And with 3 sharp blasts, the threat was coldly ended, restoring peace to the village once again. A few intense seconds traded for many peaceful days ahead for these fields. As the helicopter blades finally came to a stop and the Land Rover Defender rolled us home, the noise of the day would be exchanged for a peaceful night's rest for the locals. That priceless reward. Our mission isn't over yet. Tomorrow brings a new challenge. Don't forget to hit subscribe so you won't miss a single moment of this journey. Behind the beauty of a Texas dawn lies the silent plea of the farmers haunted by the wild boars. These beasts can turn fertile fields into battlegrounds within hours. That's why hunting them isn't just a leisure trip, it's a crucial mission to protect the hard work of an entire community. This morning, our team set out once again with one goal: to restore peace to the fields at the peak of harvest season. The Texas dawn paints the fields with a bittersweet beauty, but today, there's no time to enjoy it. After a quick strategy talk, we split up to stake out the hunting blinds scattered across the spots wild boars frequent. And the wait finally paid off. A wild boar burst from the edge of the forest, heading straight for the community's lush cornfield. Man, was it fast. I pulled the trigger, but the first shot only made it charge even harder. Luckily, I corrected my aim with the third shot. The marauder went down, giving the village back a peaceful harvest season. Looks like today's start is gonna be tough. Follow us to see what challenges lie ahead on this hunt. Over the other side of the field, David carefully set his rifle on a steady rest, choosing a perfect vantage point. From a distance, he locked onto his target. No room for error. A sharp shot rang out, sending the prey into eternal sleep without a warning. Thanks to the suppressor, the gunshot sounded like the whisper of death, quiet enough not to disturb the other wildlife. A clean, deadly shot. What do you think of his hunting skills, folks? Over on this side of the field, the action was just as intense. Suddenly, a massive herd of wild boars burst out like a raging flood. Holy smokes, where did they all come from? It's a swarm! Like a busted beehive, a stampede of wild boars tore across the field. I quickly opened fire. The gunshots roared, but only one went down while the rest vanished into the thick woods. One beast down, but the whole herd's still out there. Looks like this battle's far from over. As the sun climbed higher, the boars began retreating from the open fields into the thick brush and forest. Our hunt shifted into a new phase, tracking them down and facing them head-on. Following the scent of the hunting dog, John moved in on the enemy's hideout. Suddenly, the dog growled low, nose pointed straight at a thick brush. It's in there! The moment the boar stepped into view, John didn't hesitate. One clean shot sealed the deal. For all the sweat spilled in the fields, this bullet was far from wasted. When man and dog work as one, crops will flourish. What do you think of our teamwork? Over here, crouched behind an ancient tree, I almost blended into the stillness of the forest. Suddenly, a herd of wild boars casually trotted by, their calmness feeling like a challenge. Thinking of the sweet potato patch that they had ruined, a fire ignited inside me. I locked onto the lead boar and squeezed the trigger. It fell hard, and the whole herd scattered in panic back into the deep woods. Gunfire echoed through the air, protecting the livelihood of the people. Suddenly, Finn spotted a shadow trying to hide. Did it really think hiding in the tall grass would keep it safe? A sharp crack of the rifle echoed like an unexpected gift, bringing a perfect close to a day of hunting. In the heart of this unforgiving wilderness, even those who tried to vanish are found and taken down. Every wild boar taken down wasn't just a victory, it meant dozens of acres of crops saved and peace of mind for the hardworking farmers who call this land home. As the sunlight spread across the Turkish fields, Thomas and his team gear up for the next crucial days in their hunt to stop the monstrous wild boars. Their eyes scan every footprint, every broken blade of grass left behind by the beasts. They know that even the smallest slip-up could let these creatures vanish once more. But this time, armed with unwavering determination and the latest high-tech gear, Thomas is confident the chase will face fewer obstacles. The real battle is just beginning, and the question remains, who will emerge victorious? Stay tuned till the end to find out. The team gathered early, jumping into their hunting vehicle and speeding toward the post-harvest fields in Turkey. As soon as they arrived, Thomas's footsteps moved swiftly, hunting for the target. Before long, a large, hefty silhouette appeared clearly in the open land. The beast ran fast, but it couldn't escape the barrel of Thomas's gun. The moment the shot rang out, it went down, marking the team's first hard-earned victory. Back in the hunting vehicle, the team pushed deeper into the golden cornfields. Thomas was certain this was where the marauders were hiding. Every tense second counted as Thomas and his crew silently scoured every corner. Just as expected, a rustle broke the quiet nearby. Without a word, guns were raised and a shot fired the moment a dark shape burst out. One single bullet was all it took to bring down the massive beast in the blink of an eye. But the team's fire burned brighter than ever as they moved on to a nearby vegetable field. Before the hunt could even begin, the baying of hunting dogs rang out, alerting Thomas. In less than 5 minutes, he had the target locked down in the middle of the field. Without hesitation, the shot rang sharp and true. The wild boar stood no chance. Silent and still, it lay motionless. Another victory won, adding a layer of safety to Turkey's precious farmland. Thomas's team was positioned, securing the entire hillside. Thomas was in his hiding spot when suddenly, a herd of wild boars charged up from the bottom of the slope, seemingly heading toward their den. Instinctively, he raised his rifle. A rapid burst of gunfire followed. In just a few seconds, one by one, they fell. As each boar tumbled down the hillside, a surge of pride swelled within us hunters. We were happy, knowing that tomorrow, the villagers would reap a bountiful harvest, free from the threat of the wild boar menace. A quick battle ended with plenty of spoils in hand. But they didn't stop there. Footsteps pressed on, hunting relentlessly. Just as Thomas settled into position and scanned the area, A lone wild boar trudging through the brush couldn't escape his sharp gaze. With practiced precision, he chambered a round, squeezed the trigger in one smooth motion. The shot rang out, and instantly the beast was stopped in its tracks. What do you think? Was that shot powerful enough? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Down the rugged hillside, a wild boar darted like a bullet straight into Leon's sights. In a sharp, decisive moment, the shot rang out instantly. The beast lay motionless, no chance to fight back. Thanks to that swift strike, this land has been spared yet another threat. The hunt wraps up with a flawless finish, successfully stopping the threat in its tracks. After days of relentless defense, Thomas and his team have finally secured the crops from these relentless beasts. We board the helicopter and touch down on the vast plains below. Have you ever hunted from the sky? Today, we're about to take you on an adrenaline-pumping experience like no other. This is the ultimate test of speed, sound, and precision aiming, but also the perfect chance to prove our sharpshooting skills in action. Boom! 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 Keep on it! Don't let it escape! We raise our rifles, locking on the targets. But the wild boars scatter wildly, turning the hunt into a fierce challenge. The fields below have been trampled and ravaged by these beasts. From the helicopter, we see the full extent of the devastation. With determination gripping our hands on the triggers, we vow to protect the crops, the livelihoods of the people. We won't give these creatures a moment's peace. Locked in our sights, a flawless shot brings down the first target. A powerful start to the aerial sweep has officially begun. High above, everything comes into clear view, and the next target has appeared. The roar of the helicopter cuts through the air, sending a warning to the boar that its time is up. It bolts in a desperate bid to escape, but it's already too late. I grip my rifle tight, tracking its every move, every twist in its frantic run. Everything is calculated, every second timed to perfection. Then comes the moment. Boom! The boar pushes on, but it won't get far. A second shot rings out, and down it falls, right where it stands. A flawless shot. A perfect finish.
He's dead. Coming up where yet? They're right at your 9 o'clock.
An exciting terrain ahead. Time for me to show off some long-range shooting skills. These are techniques I've mastered, and the target has just appeared. From high above, the helicopter closes in on the boar, creating a heart-pounding, edge-of-your-seat moment. This wild creature panics and bolts like a runaway train. Boom! From the sky, the bullet cuts through the air and strikes the boar's body. It drops right where it stands. A perfectly executed shot. What did you think of that shot? Drop your thoughts in the comments below and let us know. We move toward the forest west of the village, a known stronghold for many wild boars and the perfect place to expand our sweep. Out of the bushes, a massive shadow burst forth, rustling fiercely. A raw force of nature had arrived. The wild boar charged at full speed. I locked onto the target, aiming for its weakest spot. Bang! The bullet tore through the air with deadly precision, sending the boar sliding across the red earth. Dust exploded everywhere as the animal lay motionless. Another trophy secured for the day. With my modern binoculars, I spotted the target from a distance, a herd of wild boars, completely unaware of the danger looming. All right, their time has come. I quickly took aim. Bang! A precise shot tore through the air, racing against the fleeing target's speed. The boar collapsed motionless on the ground. A shot nothing short of perfect. The enemy's footsteps came fast and heavy, closing in for every second. I was ready for the fight, gripping my rifle tight, refusing to back down. Suddenly, a massive dark shape burst from the bushes, leaping forward. The distance was dangerously close. Hesitation meant risking my own safety, but hesitation wasn't an option. A perfectly placed bullet struck the boar's body. It collapsed, but tried desperately to break free. Bang! The finishing shot hit home, and it finally went down for good. I let out a quiet breath, just like that. We'd managed to protect some peace for the village. And just like that, today's exhausting chase came to an end. The heavy burden of worry over the damage caused by wild boars seemed to lift, leaving behind an unusual sense of relief. Millions of wild boars are rampaging across Spain, causing damage worth millions of euros each year. With their numbers now soaring past 2 million, these beasts aren't just a threat, they're an enemy that must be faced head-on. This time, Kevin and his team are heading deep into the dense forests of Madrid, where every step could mean danger. This isn't just a hunt, it's a true battle for survival. Out here, it's not simply hunter versus prey. It's a test of grit, instinct, and raw determination. Will they rise to the challenge, or will the wild boars continue to rule the woods? Stay tuned, the real hunt begins now. By 5 a.m., with the cold morning mist still clinging to every leaf and branch, Kevin's team pushed into the Madrid forest, fully prepped and ready. As they stepped into the designated zone, all eyes sharpened, scanning every shadow with tense focus. Just minutes in, Kevin's gaze swept across the trees ahead, then locked in. There it was, a lone wild boar wandering slowly through the brush. The moment had come. Without hesitation, Kevin steadied his aim. A single shot rang out, clean and precise. The beast dropped instantly, never saw it coming. A strong start to the day's hunt, and a warning shot from whoever else lurked deeper in the woods. Kevin's team pushed deeper into the forest. High-tech binoculars came out fast, locking onto any possible movement. It didn't take long. Within minutes, a shape moved stealthily beneath the thick canopy. Hidden well, but not well enough. The target was spotted. Every move was executed with expert precision, measured down to the last millimeter. Smooth, efficient, deadly. Though this boar wasn't the biggest, the clean takedown marked another proud notch on the team's record. Every shot counts when you're out here proving your worth. At the same time, Jay remained silent, locked in position at his ambush point. Suddenly, a wild boar emerged, foraging calmly beneath the foliage, completely unaware of the danger closing in. In a split second, the silence was broken. A single shot rang out. The bullet struck true, dropping the target instantly. No struggle, no second chance. It was a flawless shot. No warning. No room for retaliation, just one less threat in the forest. Barely had the team caught their breath when a signal came in from the fields below. Wild boars spotted. Without hesitation, the team mobilized fast, moving into position and forming a tight formation to block every possible escape route. As they reached the edge of the field, a full herd was already charging back toward their den. But there was no getting past Kevin. His sights were locked. A barrage of shots rang out, each one hitting its mark. One by one, the beasts fell. It was a clean sweep, a flawless assault. Swift, decisive, and final. No more destruction, no second chances. Deep in the open grasslands, a dark blur suddenly shot through the tall grass. Fast, almost too fast to follow, but not fast enough. Kevin didn't hesitate. One sharp movement, one clean shot, and it was over. Every step, every motion was flawless. No hesitation, no mistakes. Now, let us ask you this. Were you impressed by that shot? Do you think the boar might have had a chance? If it had been just a little faster? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We want to hear what you think. The sunlight was fading, and the team began making their way back to the rally point. But just as the hunt seemed to be over, Jay spotted movement, a wild boar hiding deep in the grasslands. No hesitation, he adjusted his aim, locked in through the scope. A single shot cracked through the evening air, and with it, the chase ended. One more threat eliminated, and for now at least, the field returned to its rightful silence. The fight against the wild beasts is temporarily over, bringing peace back to the fields. Today's success was made possible by the teamwork of the hunting crew, local residents, and authorities alike. We thank everyone for their support in helping the team complete the mission. This video ends here, but the challenge is far from over. Don't forget to like, share, and follow so you won't miss the next chase.